It's another May weekend. It's a good afternoon from the sports desk here at the Liberia Broadcasting System. We are here with another edition of the Liberia Soccer Show, a show that previews and looks ahead of the actions on the soccer pitch. Today is July 24, 2024. Indeed, the year is getting old. Well, the Liberia Soccer Show is that platform where Liberian football and its related components are discussed and talking about the players, coaches, referees, the fans, and the football administration in general. Welcome to the program. My name is Koluba Zeze. And this afternoon, we are looking at the roundup of LFA activities. As you may be aware, residents in the King Grade are still celebrating the community Honor 17 team success in the Momo Community League. Wow, the celebration is still on, and we'll be joined by Anthony Kokwe from the FA on the show to talk about what's trending at the Liberia Football Association. Also coming up, how is the senior female professional team doing in the off-season tournament in Guinea? And the Maserado County District League is continuing. How is your community doing in the fray? Have you become spectator, or will you be the guys who'll be cheering for? You'll be telling us right here. And we'll be talking about that also here on the program, the Liberia Soccer Show. Please be there. I'm back in seconds. Welcome to the Soccer Show. I'm trying to put in some highlights, and the highlights, it's trying to say, no, I'm not ready. I'm ready. Welcome to the Soccer Show here on the LBC Radio.
Bombing to Lofa 2. Would there be the tail goal for Lofa County? All eyes are there. And this player stands there, he looks. He must be a right footer. He will go and he curves it, and it goes in there, and it's goal! Lofa County has scored. Aliu Keita, the wall was built. He stood right there and he looked on, and that's how he sets it. And the goalkeeper went in one direction because that ball was spinning and entered the back of the net. And so the scoreboard is now Lofa County 3, Bombing 2.
So we say welcome to the Soccer Show on ELBC Radio, and shortly we will be bringing you the stories from our far, and we're trying to introduce the Lily Miriam Gabla on the show as well. But we will join her later to bring you the stories making our files. But let's welcome our guest here, Anthony Kokwe, from the FA. Anthony, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Koluba. Good afternoon to the listening audience out there. It's a pleasure being here once again to discuss football. And let me begin by saying my condolences to the KwaZulu family for the
Indeed.
loss of one of our colleagues, Trojan KwaZulu. Whose death news shocked everyone, and may his soul rest in peace.
Indeed, it has not been a good moment for the media and sports stakeholders. Hearing the news of Trojan Care Zulu. He used to call himself, the real Ronaldo. We say peace be to his arches. Also, a lot of condolences, a lot of messages pouring in on social media, on radio stations, and cell phones, and what have you. So it tells you that we actually lost someone very great, and it's well, that's how it is. Our condolences again to Mystery Kia Zulu there in the Brewerville area. Well, on this afternoon, how is the FA and the off season? A lot of activities happening, though. There are games going on. We saw the youth, tournament. The district league is ongoing. The Momo Cup ended. But beside that, what are all activities the FA is doing while we are on the break?
Well, at the level of the Liberia Football Association, things are okay, and we're doing all we can to ensure that we continue to develop football at all levels and not just at the single level, both on and off the pitch, doing all we can so that the mic can be left and so that whatever we stop, another person can pick up from, like the president always says. So, we are ensuring that we have other activities running as well, since at the moment, although the leagues are on break, but yet and still we are not on a break. We are still running other events both on and off the pitch. So, as you earlier stated, the Momo Community League came to an end on Sunday at the Bandersville Estate Field, where hundreds of residents from that community and also King Grey community and other adjacent communities in Monrovia and its surroundings were present at the pitch where the King Grey went on to defeat Bandersville 1-0 to be crowned champions of the maiden edition of the Momos Community League. It's been quite an exciting tournament where we had 16 communities participating. From the group stage, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and playing to more than 4, 5, 6 venues, taking football to the community, where community residents had the opportunity to watch some of those brilliant kids they do have within our communities, and especially people from King Grey, seeing these players who normally hold their boots in their hands, going for practice or perhaps playing some round-town football in the community. Now they went to represent the community, went away. Just imagine going to play against Bandersville in their home at the Bandersville Estate Field and in the grand final and winning the trophy from there, bringing it back to King Grey. It was almost like a Pinsville versus Bandersville game where I remember over the weekend when we took the two coaches and the captain to another radio station to talk about the game. You had callers calling. We're going to bring that trophy back to Pinsville. That trophy will not leave Bandersville. So it was an interesting game, and King Grey went on to win it, and then Liz Yoga went on to win the most valuable player in the competition. It's one of those talented players that we have seen play in the various youth leagues organized by the Liberia Football Association, and every age range competition that he participates in, he always leaves a mark, and he went on again to win the most valuable player in the Momo Community League tournament. So likewise, we also have the National Third Division playoff. It's currently on a break after the Big 15. So now we are moving on to the quarterfinals, and the quarterfinals will be played on the 27th and the 28th of this month. So we have a couple of fixtures.
You're talking about the third division?
Yeah, the third division.
Yeah, because a lot of people have been concerned. Is after series of games, they are not hearing about it, and so it's now in the quarterfinal stage.
Yeah, so we have crossed the Big 15 stage. So now we are into the quarterfinals, and it's going to begin on the 27th, where Downtown FC is going to host Kusa FC of Bon County at the Tusa Field by 4 p.m. And then Paris FC of Grand Gita County is going to host District 17 Academy of Montserrat County at the Albert T. West Stadium at the same 4 o'clock on the 27th of July. That's in Grand Gita.
Wow.
And then on the 28th, we're going to have Gompa FC of Nimba County hosting Susa FC of Bon County at the Gompa Stadium in Nimba County, while Amazing FC will first host Dreams FC of Sino County at the SKD practice space before traveling to Sino. So, you have teams going home and away to honor these real fixtures at the moment. So after the quarterfinals, now we're going to have the Big Four that will now move on to Nimba, where all of the semi-final matches will be played to determine who going to be those 3 teams that will gain promotion to the Orange second division. So I mean, at the moment,
So the quarterfinals are playing at different venues.
yeah, home and away.
District 17 Academy, the traveling way is Wedru.
Yeah.
Then the second less Wedru
Yeah,
have to come here.
have
Wow.
become most rather
So
as well.
if District 17, the way they score lots of goals, if they went to Paris and beat Paris 7-0, those guys are not paying their way to come on the river. But anyway, that's but the first round of the third division, beside the discipline from the club there in the Bombing County.
Yeah, Blue Lake.
Were there other troubles? Were there other issues?
No, yes, it is true that we may have a couple of challenges relative to logistics or the movement of the teams, but on the overall, we haven't had any of those challenges that hinder the movement or maybe the progression of the league where the league had to stop. So thankfully, we haven't had any situation like that. And the FA also tried to assist the club in the process because you have these clubs traveling home and away. So at first, we had 10,000 going to each of the clubs, now 20,000 to 25,000. So the more you progress, the more money you get, even though it's not that sufficient because these teams are also going through a lot of expenses to travel from place to place to go on those matches. You have to lodge your players, you have to transport them, you have to provide feeding. So it costs a whole lot of money. So the FA only assists in the process by providing those financial support to every stage that the team reaches. So at the moment, like I said, we're now into the quarterfinals. So from there, the last 4 teams that will progress to the semi-final, then we will move on to Nimba County, where those semi-final matches will be played to determine who are going to be those 3 teams that will progress to the second division to play in the second division next season.
And we're looking up for maybe the day we'll have, the women as well taking part in the national.
Yeah,
third division play. I mean, they have the women, national third division where teams are playing to, I'm sure we're going to get. I mean,
it's
talking about
process.
Yeah, the way it's happening. But
if you may remember, at first we only had about 8 to 9 teams playing in the women's division, where at the end of the season there is no promotion, there is no relegation.
Yeah.
But later on, now we do have a lower women's league, and then we have also introduced what we call the community league. So at the end of the day, once things are well structured, you're going to have teams being relegated from the lower league to the community league, and then teams securing promotion from the community league to the lower league, and then moving on to the upper division. So we also have regional women's division leagues going on in some of those counties, not all. We have some in Maryland, we have some in Nimba County as well. So as time goes by, once we have more females that are engaged into women's football, I mean, then at the end of the day, you have more club teams, and then we're just not going to have the male third division player. We're also going to have the women's category of the national third division playoff, where it's going to create more competitions to see who are those that will progress to the upper league or the second division in the first division.
Well, I'm receiving information that we will have to join the OSA broadcast unit. And indeed, I was really concerned about this and didn't even want to start this program. But unfortunately, there where we are. I really did not want to start this program and then have to leave the show to go to the OB. I just wanted to stay away. But we have to go to is that the ministerial complex where the Liberian women leaders are holding a town hall meeting with His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai. It's all part of the 177th celebration of Liberia's independence. Tony, sorry, we have to end right here.
No problem. I mean,
the president, the chief patron of sports.
Yeah.
Well, we have to always go to him whenever, or else he will give us red card. We don't want red card. So let's see if we can join.
Gender gap in education is most pronounced. We also demand the development and delivery of gender